Welcome to another edition of the Show Thoughts Podcast. I, of course, am the Big Show, followed by Big E and Sam. 4th of July weekend. Let's talk about it. Let's talk
Sam was
about how.
sauced. She was sauced.
Nah, I was like, if you want to talk about sauce, we could just address your wife spilling her sauce down her leg onto a chair and freaking the shit out of everybody. Blood
No,
pouring all up out of the fucking
that's a
chair.
lie. That's a lie.
You sure? We might
Yeah,
have to.
me and my kid didn't freak out.
What you sat there, dude? You sat there like if you was like the most cool, calm, collect. You like if you smoked a fucking pound of weed
He's
with Snoop Dogg. You
he's
were like,
probably so used to it though.
he was
He's
like, I'm
probably
just
like,
gonna call it. I'm gonna call it paramedics. All right, I'm gonna do my thing. Only thing I was pissing myself about was Jane trying to use like the vacuum cleaner to clean up blood
It
from.
wasn't a vacuum cleaner. It was a mini rug scrubber.
Well, it wasn't rug shit. Nothing.
Yeah, it did. Dude, the fucking reservoir was full of my wife's blood.
You probably could put it back in, Donna. Like,
Well, it's a little mixed with fucking Resolve carpet cleaner shit, so I don't think that's
I
gonna work.
mean, what at this point, what's the worst that can happen? You know what I mean? Maybe she becomes an X-Man, a little mutant rep, you know?
It already is.
But yeah,
Yeah, so long let's
let's
so
talk about it.
my wife had dialysis on 4th of July because clinics don't close on holidays. So everything was fine and dandy. People was over. We was cooking dinner, grilling out, having some cervezas, you know, just doing our thing. Uh, we all sit down to eat. My wife says, I'm wet. And I said, that's weird. She stood up and there was blood everywhere. So, easiest way to explain this is it's like when you get an IV or you get blood drawn and they pull the needle out of your arm and they put that little piece of gauze with some tape over it. Well, that's what they have to do to my wife after a dialysis treatment, except for it's a bigger process. It's a bigger process than just a little piece of gauze. So, kind of a combination deal of there wasn't enough pressure on her leg from the bandage, and it just was taking forever to like clot up and close. So, it just decided to open back up. And because she's also on blood thinners, she started bleeding out. So, as he said, got more bandages, put pressure on it, called the paramedics. They showed up, did their thing, took her over to the hospital to get checked out, made it back with 5 minutes to spare to go see fireworks.
mm,
Yeah, that's true. It did look like a goddamn crime scene really quick though. I was like, oh, all right, cool.
And that, and we told like you guys too, like that's the first that's ever happened. I mean, she's been getting dialysis for almost 10 years, and we've never like it. Every once in a while, you might get again, just like a like an IV or a needle stick. Like you just get a little droplet of blood or two here and there, or something dumb. Because she's not allowed to take the bandages off for like 3 hours ish, like post dialysis. So when you take the bandages off, there's always again just a little something, but that has never happened before. So that was an experience. But yeah,
Yeah, it was a little just a crazy moment. I mean, y'all
I think it's
experienced
like
it.
for us, it's like a combination. I mean, like I can't say it's the same combination for my daughter. A lot of it for Jane was just living with my wife, but two, for me, it was yes, experiencing shit with my wife, and then two, working in a hospital. Like I don't know, I'm one of those visual people. Like if I see shit going on in the hospital, whether it's my field or I'm trained in it or not, like I'm intrigued to watch and see what's going on, and I use it as a learning experience. So like I just kind of keep that knowledge filed away, and you never know, you might need it.
I'd say so because I was just like, man, fuck, that's a lot of blood.
It was.
I was just like, god damn. And then like, she asked if you spilled ketchup or something. I was like, that's fucking blood.
No, I asked her that. I was like, "You're the only
Yeah,
person I know that could spill ketchup." She's like, "That's not ketchup." She's like, "That's." I'm bleeding. And I was like, from where? And that's when I made her stand up. And that's when
Yeah, shit hit the fan there.
we realized what was going on at that point.
Yeah, that shit was wild. But I mean, she did make it back just in time for fireworks, which is crazy.
Yeah, the paramedics, by the time she even got to the hospital, the bleeding was stopped and everything. So it was just a point of just clearing her, making sure everything was okay, making sure there was nothing internal going on. They did a quick little scan, I guess, or whatever, and sent her on her way.
Right? But that's cool. I mean, that was probably the most wild part of the 4th of July. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
I mean, the rest of it was pretty chill. I mean, we just hung out.
Oh yeah, we had a great time. Like all three of us were together.
Yeah,
Mhm.
you guys
Cool.
came over. Uh,
Um,
just, yeah.
yeah, but I mean, that was only day one of my 3 days. Like,
Yeah, for you, yeah.
Yeah, well, none of you had to deal with a dead body coming out of your house. So.
I
I
mean,
mean,
almost did.
I probably would take the dead body than being up on a roof with my father. So yeah.
That's true.
Nah, well,
No, I'm taking the body.
I've experienced both. Now, I technically haven't been on a roof with your father, but I have experienced your father in multiple situations, and I have experienced a dead body. They're both entertaining in their own way.
Well,
Well, I
go
was
ahead.
gonna
You
say
go ahead, Sam.
I had discovered what Monday, so I was able to confirm who I thought it was who passed away, and but he had been up in his apartment for a while, and somebody called the police because the stench was just getting too bad.
Was it the
With
note guy?
Yes,
Damn.
it was the note guy.
What did he leave you one
Mhm.
last note?
Yeah, right?
Not like I'm not saying like it was, that kind of note, but I'm just saying, you know what I mean?
I'm with Eric on it. Like, not
Like
that.
these are my last thoughts. I think something bad's going down here.
Yeah. Hey, Sam, check the burlesque fucking apartment. You know what I mean?
All I know is that one of the tenants here who I talked to, I'm pretty close with, she had messaged me on June 25th and she's like, something reeks. Like it smells like something died outside. And that's where we're starting to suspect that was the beginning. And then it just progressively with like the heat. And he was in that without an air conditioner and everything else. And like if you walked up to that hallway, yeah, you
That
were,
man was ripe.
yes.
Ripe. God
So
damn.
that was the only reason why police were called was because they just had enough and they were just like, "We're done. You need to come check."
Man, that just reminds me of like the opening scene of the Dahmer show on
Mhm.
Netflix, where like the neighbor's like, Jeff, that smells really bad in there. And he's like, oh, I had like dead fish and they had ick or whatever. Meanwhile, it's like he's storing bodies in there.
Uh-huh.
But like that's exactly what I'm feeling when you just said, yeah, and it was like it was pretty bad. Does it stink now?
No. They actually had on Saturday or Sunday, the people, not regular house cleaners, but was it like the forensic cleaners, the people clean up after a crime scene site, they came in and cleaned the apartment. So there's still like a slight stench, but it's not as strong as it was. Like you
Not as
it's
pungent, as
manageable.
potent. Like
Yeah.
it's yeah. Ew. So you're telling people there's an apartment for rent.
I mean, sure, yeah. God bless you. You know what happened if you're still
Right?
willing to do that.
Just letting you know there's
Well,
it
it's not
comes
like
into
again, it's not
it
like
comes
anything bad. I mean, it's sad, but nothing. No one was murdered. No one.
well, how do we know?
We don't know how he went. He could have
I
gone
do.
naturally or.
I think you kind of told us what happened when you said the man was living with no fucking air conditioning and it's been 120 outside.
Yeah, I mean that he got that part right there. I mean, that's true. I mean, no, I mean I'd be all right, except with the pungent smell. I'd be like, yo,
Mhm.
somebody's dead. Like somebody is dead.
Yeah.
Like anybody gonna get anybody call somebody? Because I'm telling you, somebody's fucking dead. Lo and behold. I mean, I wish I was fucking dead. Like, so okay. So every time I buckle this podcast up for something with my dad, they should know by now it's going to go off the rails really fast. So Saturday morning, I woke up. I met up with Ashley to go get Xander's savings account set up because he's all done working. So we put his checks in the bank, or whatever. Come home. I was gone an hour. Ready? That's the key thing. I was gone an hour. Okay. My dad knew what I was doing. Totally okay with it. I show back up. I'm coming. I literally had my roofing clothes like on the table here. He's like, I'm about to fucking leave. What? Why? What do you mean? I'm not doing this by myself. Nobody told you had to do it by yourself. I literally told you what I was doing. Why you could have set up like the concrete, like the roofing concrete, all that shit. Get everything established. Like survey the roof, see what we need, like that little shit. I'm not fucking doing it. Okay, dude, calm the fuck down. Like I'm going in, I'm changing, I come back out. So I can do that. So I start going up there. I'm busting my ass. Like I'm just ignoring him. You know what I mean? So he's on one side of the roof, I'm on the other, and it's already hot. And I'm in a long sleeve shirt, pants, because I don't want any of this fucking tar or any of that shit on me. I got gloves on. I look over there and he's fucking screaming, hollering, what the fuck? That just isn't. I knew what I signed up for. Like I just knew how this was going to go. And then like Brandy's over on the side I'm at, like on standby in case I need a drink, my dad needs a drink, our blood sugar drops, anything. And I looked down at her and I was like, yep, this is why I didn't get fucked up yesterday. Because I could not deal with him with the hangover right
And
now.
you were up there pretty early because I text Brandy at like, what? I think it was Saturday night. I text her and then she messaged me Sunday morning at like 7 a.m. And she was just like, oh yeah, sorry, we had a busy day on the roof yesterday, passed out early. And I was like, all right, no problem. And I was like talking about, the invite to dinner. And her response was, I'll have to get back to you on that because Paul's up on the roof with his dad and now is not the time to ask him.
It's okay to ask me. Like I'd be okay. First of all, I'd be like, it's 7 in the goddamn morning. Did you just wake her ass to fuck up? Like what happened? But then I like in the same sense, how dare I take a phone call? You know what I mean? But the first day, like I think Sunday was less hot for us, like
Mm-hmm.
just because it felt different. But we're up there, and you can tell my roof probably has not been touched in like 20 to 25 years. I mean, I still have pieces all over like the bottom of the trailer, like on the ground level. That's just, oh, it's awful. You can tell that whoever did it before just told the lady Debbie that lives next door now that used to live here. They just told her they did it. Like, hey, we did it, and you could tell where they patched some spots, but they didn't touch the trailer. Like they didn't do the whole roof. So all I hear is that's fucking bullshit. I fucking hate. I gotta go back to Home Depot, and I was like, if this is the time, do it. Like push me off the ladder. Like please, something. And I said, you don't have to be here. Like, you know what I mean? Like, well, who else is gonna do it? I don't know. About 30 other motherfuckers I get to come up this ladder right now. Like, dude, you're getting on my nerves. So he's hot, so he's agitated, and he's old, and he's Paul Chopek Senior. Everything agitates him, every fucking. So I said, get off the fucking ladder, get in the shade, or come around here with Brandy. Take a minute, like take the long sleeve shirt off because he had like a button up, like a work uniform. I said, take that off, cool down for a minute, and I'll start patching over here. Like, I'll catch up to you. I wasn't that far from him. So, get off the roof. You told Pat to get off the roof. No. No. Okay. You just want to be part of the show. We get it. Oh, sorry. He was just pretending he was on the roof. So, um, so anyway, he comes down, gets something to drink, and he's like, okay. Meanwhile, I caught up to him fairly fast. So he's agitated because the roof's old. Just a collective amount of things to bitch about. Just a bitch to bitch. He's my dad. So we're roughly into about like 2, 3 o'clock. I think we started at like 10.
Mhm.
It's around 3 o'clock, and he's gassed. Like he's done. And I told him, I was like, yo, don't worry about it. Like we have the whole thing just about patched. Tomorrow morning, we'll wake up. I'll literally wake up and start this, and you just come out to the house and I'll tell you where I'm at. All right, fine, whatever. But I calmed him down. I swear, it's only me or my youngest sister that can calm him the fuck down. So he's like, well, I just hope it fucking works, blah, blah, blah. Yo, so do I. Okay. Like, we don't know till we're done. Like, we don't know. So 7 a.m., I am on my fucking roof. I am ready to fucking go. But when I get up there, like I was getting everything ready, I go up on the roof. I have morning dew on the roof,
Mhm.
and it slightly rained. Am I Mother Nature? No. No, I'm not. So I look over. Here pulls up my dad. It's 7:30. Why the fuck is this so wet? I'm like, I don't know. I don't know. I just figured I was gonna spray a super soaker around it. Just for shits and giggles. I don't know. I was like, or it could be the fact that it's hot. It rained a little bit. Nothing crazy. You know what I mean? I was like, it's just gonna be like tacky in some areas. Like you're getting, just
Mhm.
lay it down thicker. Wow, this is gonna cost us. And of course, Eric, he goes right into that mode where he's like already thinking about dollars. And I'm like, dude, we're right here at the end of the fucking trailer. Like we're right here. I'm gonna go get another 5 gallon bucket. Okay. All right. Guess what? I'm gonna be here. I'm gonna be up here. So we got the concrete work done, like the roofing concrete. So now we have to seal it off. That was funny as it in itself because we're rocking, like we're fucking firing it out real quick. But it is also starting to get hot. Like it was starting to get hot by like 9. And now the roofing concrete is hot. So that heat's coming up on us. On top of that, the sealer is very hot itself, and the roofing concrete is sticky from the heat, and it's not fully dry. So I'm motherfucking things. I'm starting to turn into my dad because I'm like, I couldn't get a good placement, Eric, for like my arms without pulling. And then there's the fucking concrete in my on my arm or my shirt. So I'm like losing it, but trying to maintain my balance because I'm afraid of heights and I'm afraid I'm gonna fucking fall. And then like the WWE and me kicked up, and I was like, if I could just reach for a briefcase, we could be done by now. I cash it on a new roof. But I turn over and I literally look across the roof, and my dad's like, fucking shit. I was like, well, this is gonna get better. So my dad spills the sealer down the roof, down the side of my trailer. It looks like a black blood splatter coming down this end of the trailer. And I was like, wow, couldn't get any worse, right? You know what I mean? And I'm trying to like be optimistic, just keep them engaged. Let's just finish it and I'll come down and look. He was like, no, it's fucking bad. It's bad. Okay, we have to spread this fast. Like, we don't have time. We don't have time. We got to keep rolling. So we get it done. We're done. We're done. We're out of here. Okay. So by that time, if anybody's never did roofing, I give people that do roofs credit because it was so hot, so sunburnt. I was already burnt from Eric's house on the 4th of July, and I still have it in my face. Like, I look over and my dad Mind you, I told him to wear rubber, like latex gloves. I told him like 40 fucking 5 times. It was like talking to a child. My dad looked like he jacked off a ghost or like a ghoul. It was all down his hands, all up his arms. And I'm like, how are you going to get that off? Oh, brake clean. Just spray some brake clean. It's some gasoline. I was like, so you're just going to smell like gasoline today? Is that's what you're going to do? Oh, yeah, it'll come off real easy. All right. I got enjoyment in it because he sprays the fucking brake clean on him, then takes gasoline. He has cuts on his arm.
Oh my God.
So y'all see where this is going. So fuck. That burns. Motherfucker, that burns. I was dying. I'm laughing. He was just, what an idiot. So I said, all right, well, let me look at the front of the trailer, like the view side. And I was like, let me see how bad this is. It's pretty bad. Like it literally like leaks down into the like from the top literally to the bottom. It just drops. Looks like it just somebody took their fingers and ran it down. And I'm like, you know what? A black accent on the side of the trailer is fine. You know what I mean? Just what's that? Random. I don't know. It's art. I don't know. This is fine. So of course he's like, now we gotta fucking paint it. I was like, we ain't doing shit. We're done. Like we're done. We're not doing no more things today. All right. The whole point was there were 2 hot ass fucking days. We're literally exhausted. In between breaks, of course, Brandy's trying to keep me up to date with everything. Because I was smart. I left my phone inside. I left
Mhm.
my watch inside. I left any communication with me inside my house. So we were done and I said, so what's going on? And she was like telling me like about like the dinner and shit like this. I was like, oh, wonder how that happened. She's like, I don't know, like 8, 7, 8 this morning. I was like, really? God damn. I was like, okay, well, yeah, all right, sure, we'll go. But I was like, don't say anything about plans, whatever, because you know him, he'll try to be out here like next weekend. I'm like, I ain't gonna fucking be here. So it just, I don't know if anybody else's parents are like my dad with a project or just have this type of thing happen for them. When you see a project and you're like, oh shit, well, it should take like about an hour. I don't know. I feel with my dad, you should like throw another 48 hours to it
Mhm.
because it just never goes. But now if I do it myself, it works. But like, of course, you need 2 people. We should have actually needed like 4 people collectively altogether. If we did that, then somebody could have been running like the stuff up to us while we're on the ladders. We got it. But like, he didn't plan it well. He just was like, we're gonna do it. Okay, well, if I was planning it, you know what I mean? I could have reached out to like an Eric or like a Dave Miner and be like, yo, all I need you to do is run the bucket over to us. You know what I mean? Shit, that's it.
Eric's like, no, thank God he didn't. No.
No, 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 because God forbid would help me. But anyway, he'd fucking help me. But anyway, but he's just so we got to get it done now. Okay, well, if I plan this and have this done accordingly, now, okay, well, then you're going to bitch that we're doing it. Like,
Mhm.
then fuck you. Like, so, but so we got it done, and it has rained the past couple of days since then, and we still have a leak in the living room. So that's where we are. Like, if it torrentially downpours, there is a leak on the side of the window. So we're thinking it's the actual window now because
Mhm.
all the other patches have worked. Everything else is fine. So like the mission is accomplished by completing the roof. Like the roof is on, the roof is sealed, the roof is cool. It's just we have one problematic window I've had since I've been here. So
Build some fucking sealer on it.
he had to rent the ladders. I had to hear about that for 45 minutes. Then he was like trying to rush them back the first day because he wanted to get it done in a day. And I told him there's no fucking way we're getting it done in a day. Like there's no way collectively you're getting this done in a day. Wow. Well, now we're gonna have to pay for. Yeah. I even told him, I was like, look, I'll pay fucking go half on the ladders. They're just rentals, like Home Depot. And then that's what I told him because I told him that it was leaking. I said, well, we have a smaller ladder. Like I can get up there, you know what I mean, and reach with my hand. Well, I'll have to rent a ladder. You don't have to rent a ladder. Like, why do you keep trying to spend more money? You know what I
Mhm.
mean? So like that's what I was gonna do, Eric, is take like that roofing concrete and just edge the side because I can see cracks in this shit. You know what I mean?
Mm.
So just edge it. And then he's talking about doing like some kind of like little awnings above the windows. And I was like, you could do that too. But if this works, like me going up and edging it, like and filling it,
Yeah.
why spend more money? Like, and then he'll
Mhm.
bitch about it. He'll spend the money and then he bitches. So I don't know if anybody else's parents are like that too. But God, take my dad. Just take him for a weekend. And then,
Mm-mm.
yeah, see, listen to both of you. Look at both of you, shake your heads.
Because my
People
dad
that
is
listen
just
to the
like your
show are the
dad.
same.
I'm good. I don't need to.
Right. People that listen to the show are the same. I've got comments like, yo, my dad's just like your dad. Yeah. Or like my mom's just like your dad. Yeah. Yeah. I don't get it. Maybe it's just that generation. Like boomer generation. Dude, Jesus fucking Christ.
I
Like,
don't know, my dad.
wow, way to make a fucking hard right turn there, bud.
I'm just saying, I can't compare.
I mean, fuck it. Then fine. Maybe he does. You'll just never know. But thank God you don't know. Because that's ridiculous. Like, so Sam, God bless you. You deal with that shit.
Mhm.
I don't know.
Now
I
I
don't know
can
how
say that
anybody does it.
I can say that your mom and my mom are like identical.
Oh yeah. She was another one. She was great. She's like the yin and yang because like she knows from experience with my dad, like from them being married, and just throughout the years, and she's like, um, it was real blunt. Tell him to calm the fuck down. And I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna do that. I know what buttons to
Nope.
not push on him. Don't tell him to calm down.
Like I
Don't
need
make
them
it
to come back
aggressive.
and help me finish this shit.
Yeah, like so I did. I told him it's Sunday though. I was like, you needed to calm the fuck down. Well, we needed to get it done. We weren't getting it done in a day. I don't know what superhuman strength you think you possess at 60 fucking 6 or 67 years old. I don't know what you think's gonna happen, but we weren't gonna get it done. But here's the fucking crazy part. Is Saturday, we were starting it and getting all that access shit off and getting everything prepped and whatnot. My sister Darian showed up, God bless her, because she called my dad and asked if we needed anything because they were in the area. So he was like another 5 gallon bucket of that roofing concrete. Made sense because we were running low. Got it. We're done for the day. My fucking brother shows up, pounds on, like knocks on the door, and I was like, I opened the door. I was like, way to show up when the work's all done. Very
I
typical.
mean, yeah, I would say that doesn't surprise me.
I was like, very fucking typical. Okay. Well, I was seeing if you guys needed anything. I was like, help.
Mhm.
Help would have been nice. So, so the next day, I think he was like, my brother was running into car trouble or something of that nature. And my dad mentions to me, like, oh, well, we might have to go help him out or whatever. I was like, the fuck we are.
Mhm.
The fuck we are. And my dad's looking at me. I was like, you can go. You
Mhm.
can go. I was like, motherfucker ain't going to give me any advice on, you know,
Mhm.
on my shit when I need help.
Mhm.
I'm not
Then he's
stopping
on
what
his
I'm
own.
doing. Yeah, I'm not stopping what I'm
Mhm.
doing. I had to put a fucking starter in my fucking Jeep. I had to take the fucking spark plugs out of my Jeep to figure out what the fuck was wrong with my car. You know what I mean? Like, fuck you. Like,
Mhm.
at the end of the day, fuck you. Like, I got shit to finish here. You want to
Mhm.
go, go. You know what I mean? Like, I told Brandy millions of times. I said if he didn't rent these ladders, he could have left. Like my dad. Like I really would have just did it by myself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I have a neighbor that would help me. You know what I mean? Because he does like landscaping, roofing, all that shit. And uh, even Eric, even Dave Miner told me if he really needed me, if I really needed help, he was coming. And I was like, all right, cool. So I looked at my dad. I was like, you don't need to be here. The only
Mhm.
reason why you're here is for the ladders. I'm a big boy. I can put him back in the fuck. I could put him in my car. I could take them back. You just gotta clean them. Okay. You know what I mean? But he wanted to see it through because of the fucking ladders. And I'm like, all right. But yet you're jumping. You're jumping. How about my brother?
Mhm.
But you won't give me shit.
Mhm.
Okay. All right, cool.
My parents are that way. Like, they, I don't know what it is. I mean, like, and this is something that I've been trying to instill in my mom is like, I get the intention of why she says it, but at the same time, like, I get annoyed with it. She'd always be like, "Yeah, but Sam, you're the oldest. You've got your shit together. You're good. You don't need us." And I'm like, "But I do. I still want to know that you're my mom. I still want to know that when I need you, you're going to be there. Like, I don't want to hear, "Oh, you're so like you're the oldest and all that." Like, just be a mom. And it's just like whenever I need something, they're like, "Oh, you got it." But the second my two younger sisters need something, they jump. They're like, "Oh yeah,
Yeah.
we gotta go help." I'm like, "Am I
That
chopped
that
liver?"
that's what I'm saying. Like he was like, hey, well, we might, and then he kept like insisting the we thing, and I was like, we're not shit. We are in the middle, like literally in the middle of sealing this fucking roof.
Mhm.
Like, yo, he gonna have to be on standby for a fucking grip. Like he's let him know what it's like to be broke down for a second. Like
Mhm.
he'll be fine. He's a big boy. You know what I mean? Worst case scenario, he can call AAA. You know what I mean? We're almost done. And literally we were done another half hour. But like he was fine because he like again, him being a mechanic, he just tapped his starter and it started. Okay.
Mhm.
Why were you so worried about him? I'm pretty sure he got it. If
Mhm.
not, he's right there, right by my house. He could walk here, or he could just fucking hold off for a minute. Just hey, we'll be there in a half hour.
Mhm.
Well, my dad will. I ain't fucking going. But you know what I mean? Like, we're in the middle of this project that you were just bitching to me the day before about because I was running late, but you want to leave it.
Mhm.
Yeah. In my words, I'd
Nope.
be like, bye. Like, go. See ya. I ain't got fucking
Be-
time for this shit.
I don't know. This was something that I was taught in psychology class. It was just more so of like the millennials and what are you guys? Gen Z, Gen X, right?
We're like,
The one before the millennials.
it's, I looked that up one time. I think we're in the middle between X's and millennials, like a zillennial.
Either way, our generation had gone through so much that literally we are like the most hyper independent generation. Meaning we like literally will be like, okay, we've been let down so many times. We're just gonna do our shit our own way. Like we don't need you. Just we'll figure it out.
Yeah. I do it to this day. Like,
Hmm.
Brandy will say, like, well, no, we got it. I was like, no, I can figure it out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I tell her that too. It's not from a relationship standpoint. I'm just in that mode.
Hmm.
I got it. I can do
Yeah.
it. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Like, I didn't know dick about replacing my starter. Nothing.
But you did
But
it.
but I did it. I mean, like, I now have the resource of like Google and people and putting up shit like that. But like, I didn't need to go like reach out to my brother. I didn't need to go talk to a mechanic. I just did it, and it shit started. I changed the fucking starter. So like, push comes to shove, I'm not taking it to a shop and having them spend fucking $300 on it. You know, I
Hmm.
just spent $60, put it in myself, plain and simple. Or
Hmm.
like they do 30, or a mechanic does $3,500 worth of work to your fucking Jeep, and you get it back and it starts smoking. Like that's what pissed me off too. But but for people that have asked, my Jeep is back. I did everything's fixed. They fixed it. They paid for everything, and they also paid for the tow too. So fuck them. But yeah, so that was my wonderful weekend with my dad and the roofing experience. So yeah, anybody needs a roof done, call my dad. Deal with him. Bitching comes with it. Just letting you know. So
I know how to do my own roof.
cool. I'm sending my dad regardless.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
Unlike you, I'll shove them off.
Two hands and tell him I told you to.
1 foot
Not in the chest. Don't kill my dad, bro.
I don't think the foot in the chest is going to kill him. It'll be the fall.
It'll be the fall. It's the fall. It's the fall. But yeah, so that's a great segue right into it. So, just for the safety and sanctity of the podcast, I will not provide the person's name, but
I will.
go ahead.
Oh, I mean, your name's on the show.
You
I don't want
always
to.
sound that way. Bring on the tea. Let's go.
I don't want to get anybody in trouble.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
I'm just going to say Crystal's out there wilding out.
yeah, yeah. Wilding, it's crazy. So, um, our mine and Eric's 25th high school reunion is coming up. So, we're in a group on Facebook, and I had a minute today, literally today, and was looking like through our shit, and I saw a mugshot, and I was like, "Oh shit!" And the the person that posted it was like, "Looks like she ain't making it to the reunion," and I was like, "What?" So I'm like scrolling, I'm reading, and I'm like, "Bro, okay, she ain't coming. She ain't coming." So apparently, I found out that like she like hit
You
her
want me to tell
mom.
the detail side of it?
Do you want to get you want to get really into it?
Okay, I'll give the quick version.
No, man. No. Wait, where the tea?
I mean, not the
Spill it
quick
all.
version, but like the whatever. Um, so this chick got into an argument with her man. We don't know about what.
Yeah, we don't know. We don't know all the details. We just know the ones that are important and impactful because it's crazy.
And supposedly it got a little physical. And somehow the fuzz was called. Don't know how.
Right?
The fuzz showed up, de escalated the situation, supposedly. And there was no charges pressed, no one was arrested.
Correct.
Then, after the fuzz leaves, she's now mad and thinks that her mom's the one that snitched and called the fuzz.
Correct.
So she gets into an argument with her mom. And that's where it goes haywire.
Dude, so sideways.
Let's just say her mom, I think they said was like late
70,
70s,
73.
70, or yeah, I'm about to say late 60s, early 70s. And she has like a lung disease and lives on oxygen and is homebound. This lady is not allowed to leave her own home.
Correct.
This is her daughter. I'm assuming she knows this. She took it hauled off and punched her mom in the fucking chest.
Hold off. Punched her mom in the chest.
Mom has to go to the hospital. Mom's breathing isn't cooperating.
Yep.
Okay, makes sense. Mom passes away a few weeks later
Woo!
from complications of the punch.
Yep. Mom is
So
dead.
homegirl is now locked up in county awaiting homicide charges.
Yep. All odds bullshit.
I mean,
And
and I'm not like we're not blasting out people's like this is all on the news. So like when Paul told me this today, I was like,
Guys,
oh,
I'm Googling this now. You don't need to tell me name. I'm Googling.
Channel 11 has the story. I'm just
so does
saying,
KDKA
and WTAE.
and WTA.
So this happened a few weeks ago, and I heard the story. Now, originally they just said uh, like domestic family situation or family domestic, something of those words, leads to death of mother.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, that sucks. And they said the neighborhood and everything. And I'm like, I didn't put, there was really no names released. There
Yeah.
was no details because I think there was still an investigation going on. So, you know how they, limit what's put out in the public.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, that sucks. Like, that's horrible. And then he tells me this, and then my brain goes back to, this story. And I put the puzzle pieces together and went back and reread, and now the story's updated with all the new info
Yeah.
and a bunch of other shit that I had read. Because
Shit's crazy, bro.
it seemed like the actual new, like, I don't want to say actual news, but like your TV news. So, you know, PXI, KDK, and TAE, they had just the basics. But like the Post Gazette and the Trib, the newspapers that don't go around any, I don't know, whatever, but the newspapers, they seem to have had more of the details.
You got it.
So what
Sam,
I
if you
just,
Oh,
found Sam, if you found it, just don't say last names.
yeah, so,
I'm not saying any names, but holy fuck.
Yeah,
but yeah,
Like,
right?
like, it's, and that's why it's like, you know, everybody can read the story. Like it's out there. Like, and the news put everybody's name and information out there.
Yeah, we're not putting anybody's business out there
But
in the
like,
streets. It's just mind blowing that it happened.
yeah, and we weren't told any of this information like from other people. Like this is just again public information that is accessible to everyone.
Yeah, I was I came across it because I was like, um, I was worried about like I have like family friends in like Texas that are affected by the flooding.
Yeah,
And shout out to the people that are going through it. You know, we're thinking about y'all. But then I saw that and I was like, holy fuck. I just couldn't believe it. Like, I was like, what a crazy fucking, like, just series
and
of
that's for
unfortunate
me
events.
and you. Like you know, I say me and you. Like Sam now heard the story, and other people that might have even just heard the news story but didn't know the people like we did. Like it's it's kind of like shocking because like for us I haven't talked to her since high school, you know what I
No,
mean?
neither have I.
So it's kind of like you like wonder like what the hell happened to her in these 25 years.
Yeah, but a lot can change somebody in 25 years.
It can, but
based on what I'm reading, though, she doesn't sound like she was very well in the head.
yeah, like that's what I mean, like you kind of wonder like what happened, like because it's like I would never have thought of her doing that, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah, no,
I mean I
I
get
get
it,
it.
Well, she's
like,
being held on burglary charges as well as homicide. So,
yeah, I don't know. I saw that too, but I don't know any details about all that. But it's like I mean, like okay, you just said like you got into some little arguments with your dad over the roof. You know what I mean? Like, but it was like you didn't haul off and punch. I mean, again, knowing that your dad has heart issues and whatever else, like even if you were mad at like you weren't going to do that. You know what I mean? Because it's
Yeah,
like
I'm not going to kick out the
some
fucking
blow is going
ladder.
to kill him. But it's like so it's kind of like okay, like she could have just been heated in the moment and just maybe shoved her or like just reacted, which she shouldn't have in any way, but like just
No,
you know what I mean? So but it just seemed like I don't know.
I don't think that, like, I mean, I'm with you on that. Like, I get natural reaction, but, like, dude, it's your mom, you know? I don't know. That's why I'm thinking, like, with Samantha, like, maybe she just wasn't right in the head. Maybe she wasn't even clear headed.
she's had a lot of conflict with both her mother and her older sister. So according to what I'm reading, there was a lot of conflict and distance with a lot of them. So
Mm.
it wasn't the greatest relationship dynamics in the household.
And I mean that's the other thing too, that she was already heated because she was obviously already arguing with her
Yeah,
boyfriend.
yeah. Well, the
You know
boyfriend.
what I mean? So it was like he was already in a heated state, and then the argument with mom just set her off.
Yeah.
She was in the middle of robbing her mother.
Oh,
Wait a goddamn minute. Hold up.
Guys,
Wait.
I'm going down the rabbit hole here. I'm pulling up the
I
records.
mean, I just want to, before we continue, like my like our thoughts and condolences do go to the family. Like
Oh,
that's
absolutely.
it's crazy shit. Like
Yeah.
it's crazy to wrap your mind around it. But then, as our investigative reporter Samantha here is going down the rabbit hole, I'm just like, damn, she robbed her mom. Like, bro,
And that makes it even like crazier, like, because again, like, that's not the same girl that we knew. You know what I mean? Like,
right? But it's just 2 decades, quarter century can do that shit. Like, uh, a lot of shit can happen, man. A lot. Like that.
yeah,
It's wild, wild, wild. Like I just,
yeah, that's what I mean. Like, it sucked. I mean, because okay, like, so she didn't have a great dynamic, obviously, with their family, but you know what I mean? Like, from what I understand, she had one that I know of, possibly two kids, and then like her sister, I think, like had a kid or two from the way this some of the news stories told. So it's like that other sister, all those kids just lost a grandma. You know what I mean? Like,
Mhm.
yeah, grandmother and mother. Like that's
And
fucking
her
crazy.
sister was very close with the mother.
yeah,
So,
the sister said like she was the one that helped take care of her.
mhm.
But it was just like because there was only one like news place. The sister only talked to one. She didn't want to like go on record like a million times. So I think she just was like, "This is a one and done." She
Yeah,
said had to say, and that was it. But it was like, but I mean, yeah, it's like I'm saying though, like somebody just lost a family member over some not like it's one thing. Okay, obviously, like I said, the woman had some health issues, and I mean, it still would be horrible and suck if the woman died from kind of natural medical causes. You know what I mean? But to die because your
your
sister,
daughter is robbing you.
yeah, like your
Yeah,
daughter
like
got some personal things going on, and
yeah, that yeah, you're right. There's some personal shit going on there,
like
and
that I think makes it even worse
yeah,
because
100%.
too like now too like I mean she's gonna get locked up. I mean she is locked up, but she's gonna get locked up, and it's
Yeah,
like
she's going away.
even though her
Based
sister,
on based on what I'm reading though, based on what she was going through prior to this incident, she's probably better off in jail.
well I know, but I'm just saying that. But what I was trying to get at was like. I mean, like I said, she had one kid that I know of, and it's like that kid lost a grandma and a mom. You know what I mean? Like,
Mhm.
I mean, like,
But again, we don't know what that dynamic was between her and her children, even if if she even had one, like it may have just been maybe at this point the kids will benefit without having mom around.
yeah, it's so
Yeah,
sad.
it's just a series of misfortunate events. Like that's just fucking wild. I think the craziest part is like like we know the girl, like you know, it's
And
just
that's what
like
I'm saying,
man,
like, I mean, we weren't like best friends with her.
nah, no, no, but it's like you know
We
them, like you went to
mutual
school with them. You're
friends.
like, God damn,
We had mutual friends. You know what I mean? Like she was around sometimes, like through the group. Like
yeah,
we
through
were
different people, acquaintances.
sitting around bullshitting with somebody, and she popped over. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I think I had maybe two different classes with her, but it was like I knew her enough to know that that, that's crazy. Like, and that's what I said to you too. Like when you told me that, I was like, it's just a shame. Like, and I think a lot of people like, you're talking about like generations and like our parents and stuff like that. It's just like like I think we're at that point. Sam, shut up. You're younger than us. Um, but I think
Not by much.
me and him are at that point. That guy over there. Um, like our friends are dying, getting locked up. Like, what is it that point where it was like the people you used to knew that group's getting smaller and smaller.
yeah, it
Hmm.
is crazy.
What's
Like,
crazy is that I grew up in cow country. I grew up in in a little town where everybody knows each other, everybody's in your business, but there's nothing to do. There is an overdose death twice a year. So when you talk about you want to go look at my high school graduation class has drastically decreased.
That's because
from the amount of deaths.
little small town suburb schools, they all kind of fucked up.
That's a small town cow fucking farm right there. They ain't have shit.
They trying to
Still
smoke.
though, these are the people that like I grew up with, you know what I mean? Like these are the people that I knew everything about, their mom, their dad, their sister, I could tell you when their sister or their brother lost their virginity and how all of a sudden it's like, oh, there he goes, another one bit the dust.
Yeah.
Heroin and meth will do that to them small ones.
Mhm.
Well, you know what? It was
Yeah.
like crazy too. Like, I caught the news report the other day. They were talking about like the police had like given an update about like Fourth of July weekend and public safety and how things went. With all the events going on around town. And it was that crazy ass shit that fucking happened. I guess it was Saturday down on the south side.
Oh my god, I saw that on the news. Like what, like there was a shooting or fireworks went off or something like that?
There was shootings. The fucking people were throwing fireworks at the cops, like trying to throw them in the
Uh-huh.
cop, like in the cop cars, like twerking and on cars in the middle of the streets. Like
Mhm.
it was,
Anybody we know involved in that?
not by the video that I saw, but who
I
knows?
know.
Um, but like, I forgot what I was gonna say now. I don't remember.
Fireworks shooting Southside. Let's go.
It was
But I
on
was,
Carson Street.
yeah, it was. Now they're trying to shut down that capos. They're trying to say that they're one of the culprits.
Wait, bro, again?
Yeah. Dude, when you drop, like I just drove by today, there's a big notice on the sign that said establishment under investigation, city of police, city of Pittsburgh.
Well, like the night of the crawl when we came home, and then like we woke up the next morning, and I was like, yo, there was some shit that went down at Capos or like
Yeah, because me and you talked the next day, and we were like, we got out of there just in time. Like
yeah,
we
some
left
shit went
outside
down,
early before
and
all the life happened.
yeah, and now they back in it again. Damn.
Dude,
Yeah,
Southside,
Southside's bad.
it's not the same. It's not what it used to be. Oh, that's what I was gonna say. So you were talking about like the junkies. So it's like I experienced both just because like we have been out. Like even a few weeks ago when we went out for our anniversary and we all went out to dinner and stuff.
Yeah,
Like just the scene, like 'cause the sun was up when we got there. Southside, sun was down when we was leaving, and it's like literally night and day. Like it's two different worlds,
it really is.
and it's like I'm, now that I work and park and everything on the south side, it's like I see the daytime life, and it's like I joke around about it, but it's like heroin zombie central. Like they all come up from the dead, and they're walking up and down, begging for money, begging for food, and sleeping in front of businesses. You know what I mean? Like it's disgusting. And then dinner time comes around, sun's starting to go down. They all go back to their caves, but then the nightlife comes out and just kind of picks right back up where it's just fucking trash. Like it's just all the shootings, all the problems. Like I mean, we used to always joke around. Like even when we were, I want to say like early teen, like not early, well teenage, like high school, I guess. Because we weren't old enough to drink, but you heard about the crazy stories of the South Side. You know what I mean? The South Side. And it's like, wow, that's crazy over there. And then we got old enough and we started going to the South Side, and it was like, yeah, there was dumb shit, drunk dudes fighting, you
Yeah,
know,
typical shit.
like yeah, but it's nothing the way it is now. Like, and it's a shame too because again, I drive up and down it, and there's like so many empty shops, businesses closing, and it's just like, yeah, some of them are still just the effects of the economy, and
Yeah,
post pandemic never really helped them out. But then
no,
another large chunk of them are just closing because they're tired of the bullshit.
yeah,
Mhm.
it's hotter than a fucking junkie spoon down there at night. Like it's
Yeah,
bad. And then
it's
like before COVID, like that's where I would be down there a lot. And then like I I kind of we saw it getting bad. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Because like some of us were in trenches selling drugs. Like, all right, I'm not fucking proud of it, but hey, you know, whatever. But yeah, of course, there's repercussions and consequences for actions and all that shit. Got it. But then the pandemic happened, and then the world started slowly started opening up again down there. And it, dude, when they had that shit shut down by midnight, that was a blessing. That was great. Do that shit. You know what I mean? And now that like the world's semi back to somewhat of a normal, see, like not as many like all the restrictions are basically gone. Them shits are open till 2 in the morning again, and now it's like this like people are making up for this time or whatever they lost, and people are just wilding out for no fucking reason over the stupidest shit, the dumbest shit. Like I don't know if it's not us being older or wiser and whatnot. It's just yo, we didn't have time for that. Like I'm not trying to lose my life because I went out and had a beer. You
Yeah,
know?
but again, we can go back and play the whole like generation card difference. Like the generation that's under us that's going out and doing this drinking and doing this partying, their mindset and their mentality is so much different than ours. Like you said, like we went out. I mean, yeah, they're trying to go out and have a good time,
Yeah,
but I still feel like this generation, I'm like they get caught up in so much drama and so much dumb shit, and
Mhm.
their first reaction is to just let's just shoot somebody.
yeah. Or like another thing they'll do is they'll pull out their phone while their homeboy or homegirl is shooting that person or starting to fight. Yo,
Yeah,
at least like in our time, like I'm gonna beat that dude's fucking ass. Like, guess what? I was beating that dude's ass and getting the fuck out of Dodge.
yes,
Mhm.
like
Now you can't
like
even do that shit.
growing up in Lawrenceville, like there was always like the whole like um Ninth Ward, 10th Ward, like little rival.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Quick cross Stanton Avenue. You know what I mean? Like if you went past Stanton Avenue on the other side of Butler Street, there was a
Yeah,
problem.
it
But
was
it
a
was
war.
nobody was getting shot. It was just there will be some shit talking,
Yeah,
this or that.
yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
And then there might be a like, oh, meet me down the courts. You know what I mean? Remember? Meet me at the courts,
Mhm.
Meet me at the
down the
court.
basketball courts, and be like, all right, who's throwing the first blow? You know what I mean? And
Yeah, like
then
it was so much speculation to the point you're like, y'all gonna hit each other or not? Like, what are we doing? I
yeah,
wasted my day to be here. Like, but now, like, now it's not even that. It's now that what is that? Now they shoot first and ask questions.
Mhm.
Nobody don't figure this shit the fuck out.
we
Plus
even
they're
think to ask
drunk.
questions later.
Yeah. Plus they're drunk. So they don't, or fuck, could be high. Like they're just they're in the wrong state of mind, and they're just like, oh, like somebody tapped into my friend, or somebody bumped into them, or somebody addressed my girl or my man,
That's
and
what I'm saying. Like, just like the drama button is so much easier to push on people like this younger generation. And I mean, I don't want to blame it all on the generation under us. I mean, like, there's hot button issues all across the U.S. right now, or even if
yeah,
you want to say world. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, there's hot button issues for everything. But I just feel like some of this shit is that's happening that's causing a lot of these shootings are the dumbest fucking reasons whatsoever.
oh my god, it's just
Yeah.
ridiculous. And like I'm with you. I'm not gonna shit on Gen Z. You know what I mean? But it's just like y'all gotta wake up. Like there's no. What do you go? Why are you gonna have a life sentence because hey we went out for Doug's birthday? You know what I mean? Or we went out and we celebrated somebody's like monumentous occasion or whatever. But hey, 3 people died in the process because shit got crazy. But
Made me
yeah,
spill the drink, so they had to fucking die.
yeah, right. Don't you spilled my fucking vodka cranberry pineapple? Bang. You know what I mean? Like, I can't do that shit.
Inflation's up and the cost of a drinking what it used to be. But
I know. Right? Plus, you know what? They probably don't know people like we know people, and they can't get hookups and all that shit. It's fine. Like, get to know your bartenders and your server. Get to know your establishments. You know what I mean? Know your
Well,
people.
they ain't around long enough to get to know them. They get shot.
They just shoot them. You know what I mean? Like, work your way. No dances. Get up on a bar someplace. Start dancing. You know, shit like that. I don't know. I'm gonna tell you. Know the fucking bartenders that give out shots. Like, come on.
Drink moonshine in the cash office.
Yeah, have moonshine in the fucking cash office. Leave at 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning. Who the fuck cares? You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Bar closed 2 hours ago. It's fine. It's perfectly fine. Yeah. No. Like, know your people. Like, start getting familiar. Like, try to like just be a little bit more kinder, like nicer. Fuck. You know what I mean? Throw a fucking punch. Don't shoot nobody. Like, oh my god.
yeah,
Like, Jesus. What happened to just fucking decking somebody? Like, wow, not in the chest. But I'm just saying, like, you know, be careful. Don't punch nobody. Don't punch nobody older in the fucking chest. Okay? All right? You get a life sentence. Okay? Be careful. All right? And just whatever you do, don't be that boyfriend or girlfriend. Like, you see what that motherfucker did? You better defend my honor. I will fucking bust somebody in the fucking mouth. They're like, dude, you're going to fight somebody over this? Like, because they looked at them funny? Oh my God. I don't have time for that shit. Like, I was so happy with the bar crawl when it was like everybody's like, we're all leaving. I looked at my watch and was like, bet. I was so down to leave at 9 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
I
yeah.
was
We
perfectly content.
we got out of there before all the nightlife hit.
Yeah. Because like I can't handle the nightlife like no more. You know what I mean? Like I could do that like I'm sorry. I retract. I could
Can't
do
take that.
nightlife. I could do nightlife not there. You know what I mean? You know, I can go to like a local dive bar if the atmosphere is cool with the right amount of people. Sure. You know what I mean? Yeah, absolutely. But I'm not, I ain't losing my life for getting into bullshit because it's, you know, Sam's birthday like today. You know what I mean? Like, no, I'm not, no, I'm not, I'm just not, I'm not in the mood to do that.
Well, that was kind of the thing that, like, I wanted to celebrate my birthday with people that I knew I'd have fun with. That's why I invited you both and, invited a couple of other people, but I was just like, I'm not into this whole, let's go out to dinner and then, oh, let's go out bar hopping. Let's go get drunk until 2 in the morning. Let's go to Southside. Let's like, I'm past that. I wanted to be able to say, okay, it's a Friday night. Let's go out. Let's go have fun by like enjoying each other's company and laughing and having a good time. I mean, if alcohol is served, that's fine. But like, we're not actively bar hopping. We're not like scrolling Carson Street at, 12 midnight, 1 o'clock and being like, who can I call to hang out with? Like,
I'll
I'm
look
not
right
doing
at
that
your
shit.
ass, dead ass, and be like, "You are on your own, little
Uh
lady."
huh.
Like at 1 o'clock, you better take your ass down there.
Right?
But just let me know when you get home. That's all I need. You do that part
Mm
there, we straight. Yeah, like so when Brandy told me what was happening and shit like that, I was like, okay, that's so my shit. I'm cool with that.
hmm.
You know
Mm
what I mean? Like that's perfectly fine. Then I was like, "Did you let her know we have Xander?" She's like, "Yeah." I was like, "Word." I don't gotta say a fucking word. I don't gotta say nothing.
hmm. Yeah.
I was like, "No, that's fine." And then I'm looking at shit he'll eat. I know he'll eat some shit. He likes rice.
I like called the place because I invited Jen and Craig too, but I didn't hear back from them until yesterday afternoon when Greg got back to me and he's like, yeah, unfortunately we can't. We've already got plans. I was like, no, that's fine. Like, no worries. Like,
Yeah,
so I had text Brandy and I was just like, because at first I texted her the day before and she was like, oh, ask Greg, talk to him. He usually
yeah,
get back to you. So then when I did and Greg got back to me, I was like, okay, cool. So I made reservations yesterday and the guy goes, I don't think the guy quite understood me. He goes, how many? I was like, oh, there's 6 of us. And he goes, 6? I was like, well, I'm pretty sure there's only going to be like 4 of us who show up, not positive, but there's going to be 6. And he goes, okay, so 4. I was like, no, 6. Maria has 6.
my man knew. He just knows how plans go with people. Like, hey, what? What? How many say might come? 6. What do you think's coming? 4. 4.
Right?
Just
But then,
to,
like, it
just
was like
to,
right after I got off the phone making the reservation, you text Eric and you're like, "Sorry, we can't make it." And I was like, "What?"
But like no, but I feel like that's how it is too. Is if you sit there like I used to love watching the bar crawl in the beginning, and they'd be like fucking bang
Mm-hmm.
all these people, and then of course as people get older, you have lives, kids, wives, shit going on. It's you get older, shit happens.
Mm-hmm.
But I will always sit there and if it's something important to me, I'll shoot it out to like fucking 30 people now. I only
Mm-hmm.
expect like six. Like
Yeah.
that's it. You know what I mean? I
Mm-hmm.
it's fine by me. And I mean, but I mean, I'm going. I was like, I'll be there. So I was like, if it's like if you guys haven't picked up on it, today we're recording on Wednesday. It'll drop. This will drop, of course, now today for y'all on Friday, but today on Wednesday as we record, it's Samantha's birthday today. So happy birthday, Samantha!
Thank you.
You're
Merry
welcome. And then
Christmas.
we're going to dinner while y'all are watching the shit or whatever. So
We're going to
yeah,
his house.
we're not, no, we're not. Stop it. No, because that'll lead people to think that we're gonna be in Southside Friday fucking night, and I'm gonna take a fucking 17-year-old through there and be like, "Hey, what's up?" He's gonna get
Nope.
trashed. We're gonna take him to pins and let him get fucking
You have fun with that because I'm eating and I'm going home.
girlfriend, we're eating and piecing out too. Like that's it. Yeah, there is no other plan after. I'm just like, nah.
Nope.
Especially after last weekend, like this weekend coming, like, no. Like I was like, when's that happening? She's like Friday. I was like, bet. I'm down for that because it's like so. So today, because it drops Friday, we'll be at dinner with Samantha. Then Saturday, I'm going to my aunt's for like a cookout, and then I'm going to Picklesburg on Sunday.
Mhm.
That's my plan. So if y'all watch this, I will be at Picklesburg on Sunday.
Good luck with that.
Why?
There's a storm all day Sunday.
Who the fuck cares?
Mm.
We're a fucking poncho. Go down there and have some pickles.
I don't eat pickles.
I was like,
Yeah,
I'll
I was
risk
like,
it.
yeah, we ain't got time for your Debbie Downer motherfucking ass right now. All right.
Just saying.
If
I
any
don't eat.
pickles start blowing away, though.
I mean, if any pickles blow away and some just woman catches a pickle in her mouth from the wind, I might have to record it. Like, man, did that pickle just fly in your mouth? Hold on. Goddamn. Jesus Christ. Nah, I'm going down there because I wanted to experience it. I've never experienced it. So I wanted to go. Brandy's super stoked about going. I want me some pickles, Turner's tea, just because it's delicious. Xander's going to try to drink it, and then watching his face is epic because he's like, oh, it thinks it's iced tea. And then he's like, that's disgusting. I'm like, yeah, I bet.
I
You know
have to
why?
share. Oh my god, you like reminding me of that. My
Yeah.
cousin is like big on trying new things, and she tried. I'll have to get the recipe from her because I want to try it so badly. It is pickled lemonade martini.
I mean, that
It
sounds
is,
right.
yeah. It's like lemonade mixed in with pickle juice in the martini.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that works for me because Sonic has like a pickle slushy right now. They have like a little pickle menu, but like you have to like order from the app, so they don't tell you that.
Hmm.
I found this out, and I was like, man. But I saw they had a pickle slushy, and I was like, shit, I'm down for that. But if I'm already going to Picklesburg, I'm pretty sure somebody's gonna have like a slushy or something. There's a pickle pizza like a pickle pizza from somebody I want down there. It's all kind of shit I want to try down there. I'm just excited to go. So we get it,
You'll have
Eric.
to
You're
let
gonna
me know
record.
how it goes because I don't know. I was telling Brandy that because she invited me to go with you guys, but my coworker might be out. I may have to cover her shift. So if I
Yeah.
don't make it, you're gonna have to let me know how it goes.
Oh, I'll let everybody on this goddamn podcast know how it goes. It's gonna be delicious. I mean, that pickle pizza is gonna be fire. It better fucking be. If I'm overhyping it, I'll be so sad. And
Negative
hey, you
Diego.
know
Oh,
why?
oh, wait, excuse me. Billy Joe over here.
He should just put an L on that Billy Joe and be Billy Joel. Like, I mean, I don't know. He's always
Well, Billy
walking
Joe is the lead singer of Good Charlotte, right? Good Charlotte? Is that the one?
or
Or no,
get
Green Day. Green Day.
Green Day. Yeah. I don't know. He's deep in thought. And like, I don't know if he has to
He's
do.
probably crying, innerly crying about how the Pittsburgh Pirates are losing. It's okay.
Oh, there he is. He came back. What? What? Hey, welcome back.
What's malfunction?
You have no idea what the hell. Do you know you're on a show right now? You busy? You good?
I do.
You good?
You know that the Pirates are losing yet again?
Yeah.
I mean, to me,
I'm just laughing because so many thought, hey, this was going to be a turnaround because, they swept the Mets. And what?
And
there
Cardinal.
was no change in me. I was like, all right. It always gets good, then it gets bad. Like y'all
That's all
should
right
lose.
because I woke up this morning on the day of my birthday and the Mets were back in first. And they were back in first until this evening, but it's okay.
At least you got to experience it for that long. You know what I mean?
Right?
Like you knew they weren't gonna. I'm wasn't saying like this was they was turning around and being a World Series team here.
I
They was.
mean,
No, but you're more realistic though. There are many others out there who were like, "Oh my god, this is it, guys!"
oh my god, I've experienced it around this entire city within the past like week and a half. Like, oh my, there was clients talking to each other like in full conversation because of the Met suite, and like I don't care. I really don't. Like at the end of the day, I
You
know
gotta.
everyone.
Hey, you gotta correct both of yourselves every time you say it. It wasn't a Mets sweep. It was a Mets and a Cardinal sweep. There was a whole fucking week of sweeps there. It wasn't just one. It
What is
was
it,
two.
sweeps week? You got news? I mean, besides that fucking punch in the chest, that's pretty good sweeps with shit right
I'm
there.
just saying.
But I digress. But we get people to watch this show that get all fucking butthurt about it or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But all I'm saying is this. I've literally watched around the city within the past those two series and watched them get so dick hard over this. And I just wanted to go, you act like they did. You act like they won
Mm-hmm.
the World Series. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
like, let them get in by, like, if they get near playoff contention, talk shit. If
I
they
mean,
get there, talk shit.
that is Yinzer Sports. They doing the same fucking thing, and fucking training camp hasn't even started yet for the Steelers.
Oh
And
my God.
because we got Aaron Rodgers, because we got DJ Metcalf, and they traded for Jalen Ramsey, and we got the Smith guy, Jonu Smith. Like, oh, that's it. That's the pieces we needed. That's it. We're Super Bowl bound, and it's like, no, can we,
See,
can we?
but
They didn't even
that's
take the
where I
fucking
wish I could be
snap
that
yet.
delusional. I really do because they're living in their own little world, in their own little bubble, and it was like nothing. Reality doesn't hit them. Like
No,
they could lose, and they're just like, "But we still got it, guys. We still got it."
like
I want
Yinzers are gonna yins so bad. And that's what kills me is like, I love being from here, but God damn. Like, with the sports shit, oh my God. Like, he's exactly right. They didn't take one snap. They haven't had one practice. They made
Mhm.
off-season moves. Jesus Christ, we're going to win a fucking Super Bowl. No, Drew. Hey, what? Yo, hold on. Wait, stop it. Nothing happened yet.
They haven't
Mhm.
Nothing
even
happened
they
yet.
haven't even signed T.J. Watt a new contract yet.
No. You're talking about puzzle pieces. Why don't you seal the deal on defense first and then collectively start getting your little game plans running in your Yinzer mind and then let them just get to preseason. Just get there. Just
You
get
know what I'm
there.
worried about? There's only one thing to worry about, and one thing only. It's Superman week. That's all we need. He
All
saves
right,
all the.
I'm going to ask you on this one, Billy Joe. What are your thoughts on Henry Cavill being the new Superman?
He's not the
He's
new
fine.
Superman.
Who is he? Oh, the Batman. That's right. Never mind. He's the new
No,
Batman. Never mind.
no, no,
No, he was
no.
Superman. He got
No, like
fired.
you're fired off. Wait, he
When
was
did he get
Superman.
fired? Because I looked it up 2 days ago and it was still confirmed.
No, he's
No,
fired. There's a new Superman.
There's a new up and
I'm
coming
Googling
guy.
it now. Who is, dear Google, who is the new Superman?
To be honest, I don't even know.
Confident in
David
that too.
Who is David Corn Sweet?
Yeah, that's the new Superman. I don't know. He does
His
some
last
stuff.
name's Corn Sweat.
Huh?
No,
What's his last name?
Corn Sweat? I don't know.
Porn Sweats? What?
It's CORENSWET.
Eric, do you know what his last name is?
I don't know how to pronounce it. I don't. I'm not familiar with the guy. I don't know who he is.
Okay.
Like I know he's like done some other shows and stuff. I think like nothing that I've ever watched or been a part of. So I'm not familiar with him.
Mm.
As far as the look
He's like
goes,
almost identical to Henry Cavill.
Oh, hold on now, God damn it! Now you wait a minute. All right. There's there
He
now we
played as Clark Kent Superman in Superman Legacy,
is that the new one?
that's
as
the new.
well as a politician in Hollywood. He also guest starred in House of Cards.
Yeah, no, I'm good.
I don't know who he is.
I didn't know.
He was
I don't know if she
he was
froze
born
or
in
she's
Philly.
doing more. He's born in Philly. Sam knows him.
Yeah.
But I was like, here, hold on. I'm gonna do this one, this new segment. I'm gonna call it Xander saw a movie. So we're gonna do Xander's review.
Okay.
Xander, small movie.
Xander, do you mind coming here for a minute? I know you like to be on the camera, you ham. He's coming. Okay. Hi. What? Didn't you see a movie? Yeah. What movie did you see? I don't see the movie. You seen a movie with Grandma and Uncle TJ. What was the name of the movie? About dinosaurs. Jurassic Park. Did you like it?
I want Xander's review on it because I've heard some mixed reviews.
He
So,
said, yeah. For those who didn't listen, I said, how was it? Did you like it? He said, yeah. It was
is
a
it like
night.
a four
It was a
star?
night.
Is that what it means?
No, it was a nightmare. That's what he said.
See,
Yeah, it was
that's
a
what I'm
nightmare.
hearing. I'm hearing some people saying it was a nightmare and really bad, and others saying it was really good.
So I'll just stick to I'll watch this shit on my television.
Yeah, I'll
Gotcha.
figure it out.
Yeah. But for people that haven't seen it, Sinners is on HBO Max. So if anybody wants to finally watch Sinners, it's on HBO Max. I watched it again because I watched it bootleg style first. So
I just watched all of Ironheart.
yeah, I haven't did that either.
That was good.
But but I was like, I did see that what's his name? Sasha Baron Cohen or whatever is Mephisto. So
Yeah,
I'll definitely be watching it. And it's cool that they brought Mephisto in. I'm like,
yeah.
nice.
It's good how they like weave this character into the story too. Like it's good. This one is very good storytelling. This is another one of those Marvel series where it's like, man, like I'm glad they released it all in two parts. So it was like the first three and then the last three, where
Yeah,
like there was just so. But I just when I heard they were doing that, I just waited and just binged it all in one day.
that's what I would have did anyway.
Um, Instead of because this is another one of the like I was just about to say like this is another one of those series where it was so good like I wouldn't have wanted to wait a week to get to the next part. Like I wanted it all now, and even still, like the final episode ended, and I'm like, well, wait, what? Whoa, typical Marvel, like leave you on a cliffhanger. Watch that there is a post credit trailer, and it's like, well, now, like, well, now what?
Yeah, that's how
It's
I
like
felt
now,
about Moon Knight. I really liked that, and then I was like, well, that's fun. And I was like, oh, cool.
yeah, that got ruined.
I
I
was
mean, it
like,
was good,
well,
but
yeah, but I mean, so are you gonna go see Superman?
I already got my tickets.
Um, all right. We're gonna have to get a full. We're gonna have to get an Eric report on Superman.
When
Oh,
does
there will
that come
be
out?
Friday
Yeah.
during your dinner party,
Gotcha.
or today, as people might be watching.
So Eric's going to see Superman today.
No, I'm not going on Friday.
Fine, he's going this weekend.
I never go the opening because it's too like it's going to be too. I don't want to deal with the
And
crowd.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't want to deal with people either. Yeah,
I need
you.
my time to sit and watch it and take everything in and
What are you taking in?
everything in everything.
Oh, damn.
Yeah,
Well,
right down,
shit.
right down the hatch,
Like a lady, if a pickle goes flying in her mouth. Nice.
right down the hatch. Well, you just know ain't going to be no pickles for me. That's gross in multiple ways.
I don't.
I can't.
I don't know. I was like, if you're taking pickles, all right. I don't
So I
know.
said, yeah, pickles are gross in multiple ways.
I was like, I mean, that's good to know, bro. There's of an emergency, like you ain't taking a pickle. No way. No way,
If they
shape.
said, "Listen, your wife is going to die unless you eat this pickle," we're burying her.
Oh my God.
I don't care.
Woman down.
Even my mom or my kid. I don't care. I'm not eating a fucking pickle. I,
Oh
What?
my god. That's
Oh my
fucking great.
God.
Oh my
just saying,
god. Oh my
pickles are
god.
gross.
Well, I was like, with that, I'm wrapping this shit the fuck up. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yeah. I was like, we will see y'all next week. Y'all are down to the final two before we do our huge one. So, um, yeah, we ran into a little bit of technical issues in the beginning, but we're figuring it out. Um, but yeah, so y'all have a great weekend. Eric will give us his little scoop on Superman next week. Hopefully, nobody punches anybody in the chest, kills anybody. You
Superman
know what I
will.
mean? And I was like, and me and Sam will let you know how dinner went. Maybe there'll be
Mhm.
something appealing. Maybe Xander will be fucking cooking a bocce. I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. But for Biggie and Samantha, I'm the Big Show, and we'll check y'all next week.
Bye.
Bye.